So you want to work on your golf swing and develop more speed. This is the perfect 1 hour practice session to do exactly that. Today we are here at the incredible Grand Del Mar in California, and we're working on speed. Okay, we're going to go through the perfect 1 hour range session that can work for any level of golfer to move better, improve swing mechanics, and swing faster. And we're going to be using the GOLFWOD app. You can follow along, you can get the sets and reps of how we complete the session and how you get the most out of your game. We're going to start off with a 10-minute, no equipment warm-up. Okay, it's very important to get the muscles active, to get the joints stable, and really just to amp up the system so that when you get to swinging, your body can deliver the movement patterns and sequencing that you need to hit it more consistently and develop more speed. So we're going to punch this in, we're going to work on speed. We've got 10 minutes, I'm going to go to the course because I'm not in an indoor driving range. All right, so get the personalized warm-up, and our movements are going to be, so the golf posture, cat camel. This is all about spinal movement and health, all right? You don't want that tight lower back, especially when you're playing, and also after the game as well. So moving it early really is going to help your posture and your consistency. So we take the club behind the back, rest it on the lower spine, palms facing forwards. Get into our golf posture. We're going to arch the back, really work through slowly, and then round the back, okay? So really working that full range of motion, working through the spine, and improving your posture and movement potential for the whole day. Working into the dynamic knee pull to rotation. Here we're working into the hip joint and then also rotating around the spine and separating the upper and lower body. You do all of that in your swing, so this is very much necessary. So take hold of your knee, pull into your chest, so you're working your balance as well. And then as you take it down, reach and rotate. Do this slowly, but do add flow, and you can increase speed as you go as well. Pull, rotate. The final movement is a split stance overhead tilt. This is about balance and, again, moving the spine. Okay, you think of all the forces in the golf swing, especially when we're training for speed. The spine needs to be in a good position and it needs to be mobile. Otherwise, you're going to put yourself in a compromised position when you swing. So get into that split stance, sink down into your stronger lower body, get into the big muscles, and then start to work your range of motion. Take a club overhead and you're going to tilt to the side. Okay, so what you really want to focus on is the lengthening of the side of your torso without excessive movement of the hips. Okay, we want a really stable lower body. The more you can do that, the more you can use the ground, the more power we can create, and with that increased separation and range of motion in the upper body, you're going to be moving fast. And we are focusing on speed today, so part 2 of our warm-up takes us into more dynamic elements to fire up the legs, use the ground, and rotate faster through the whole body. We have one of our favorite movements, especially for warming up, the lunge with rotation. You're going to step out into that lunge position, stabilize, and rotate over that lead side. Okay, so do this a little bit quicker each rep. You're going to load and turn over that lead leg, working through the whole core, around the spine, and developing next level speed and activation for your whole body. The final movement before we get to hitting balls is going to be the golf posture power rotation. All right, so we're going to work in both directions because that's going to enhance your acceleration and deceleration. Plus, we're going to exaggerate the feel of really working tall on the way back and then down through the ball. Okay, so you see the long drivers, you see the fastest players. We get this big stretch, this big tall load, then we go down into the ground, push and rotate. Okay, so you can really exaggerate that feel with this drill. And when you do so, you're going to feel how to use the ground, feel that torque, feel that loading, and then react the other way. Okay, and by swinging the other direction, we prime the body for deceleration, and that allows you to go faster. Okay, also really enhances your awareness of your movement patterns and gives you some symmetry through the body as well. So you can follow those sets and reps. It's going to take you about 10 minutes and you're going to feel ready to go. Okay, now we're going to jump in. We're going to get our custom speed session. Okay, so speed, we're looking around that 60-minute mark. Okay, it'll be a little bit less with the warm-up included. And now we get to rip on some shots. All right, so we're starting out. We're going to work on our ball striking first. All right, so we've got 3 wedge approach shots, 3 iron shots, and 3 long iron shots. All right, so with the speed sessions, you need the body to be working well. You also want your swing to be functioning well, so you can hit the middle of the face, because otherwise you're not building the right kind of speed. Okay, so we're going to get loose with these shots. We'll work up and down, and we're going to get dialed in with the swing. So as you're working through these shots, you're really focusing in on your swing mechanics. All right, so you want to pick your targets. You want to deliver club head with efficiency and consistency, but also we're thinking about how we push into the ground, how we turn around the spine, and how we deliver that strike. All right, so I've got an 8 iron here. We're just in the early sets. I'm going to aim just on the middle side of that bunker. We'll cut it up to that blue flag. So I set the face first, take the alignment, get comfortable, and then my feel right now is to drive that lead shoulder back behind the ball on my target line. That's a pretty good swing, got a little stuck underneath, but it's allowing me to turn, it's allowing me to be aggressive down into the ball and get the swing firing. Okay, time to step it up, let's get some speed. We jump back into the app. Body's feeling good, we warmed up really well. We've now got the swing dialed in with some wedge and iron shots. It's time to get moving. And we have 15 reps of the step 2 swing, right? This is a really aggressive drill to get your sequencing on point and get you using the ground more than ever. Okay, so you can hit if you got a real lot of space for this one. I would advise just doing this one without the ball. Okay, this is all about mechanics, and this is about how you load into the swing and then use the ground. Okay, so as we get set, make sure you're nice and active, everything's moving. We take our posture and then we bring the lead foot back to the trail foot. Okay, from here, you're gonna wind up into your normal backswing and then stomp into the ground on the through swing. All right, so we load and go. Okay, so that step out is huge for your sequencing, and that's how you create all this speed. Okay, so we get set. Obviously that was a little slower, we're going to pick it up now. All right, so we get set into our posture. That trail shoulder is going to be much lower, so we set that nice high launch angle. Once we're in that position, step the lead foot back, take your swing to the top, and really start to max it out. All right, that's one thing with speed. If you're going to move the club faster, there's going to be an awful lot of intent. Okay, so 15 reps here, let it rip, move as fast as you can. So a lot of you do ask about my lead foot in the swing. You'll see it jump out a little bit. That's me trying to push into the ground and create pressure. Okay, something that I am working on. We've been working on it for a few days now, trying to keep that pressure consistent and even more through the ground. All right, but it's a really good way to practice is to push down into the ground and let that foot move. It's going to give you some really good feels. All right, now's the time. Let's see how fast we are going to swing it today. All right, so we're going to the final aspect. We've got 5 sets. Okay, so with the sets, it's like a workout. You're going to peak, you're going to rest, and then you're going to go again. All right, each set you're trying to go that little bit faster so we finish absolutely optimally. All right, so you're really moving. All right, so we're going to hit 4 max speed drivers. Okay, you want to hit the middle of the face, but also we're trying to swing fast. Okay, so you're not going to hit the middle every time. That is why we follow it with 4 on-course driver swings. Okay, so the theory here, which is proven, is that if we can take up our top line speed, the absolute max, our on-course speed, which is going to be 90% or so, is also going to increase. Okay, so you maintain control, build speed, and you can actually use it on the course. All right, so I'm going to get ripping here. We've got 5 sets, 4 max speed, 4 on course, rest 90 seconds. Let's go. All right, so that's the first 4 swings down. All right, they were on max speed. You saw the extra footwork, you saw the absolute rip on. All right, so 2 things. I hit it crazy straight when I really swing fast, which is, it's a funny thing. And also, I'm glad we're hitting uphill because we're into the slope and not that far off the other side. All right, so now we're going to take it on the target line. We've got our little fairway up there. I'm going to hit it on the left side, try and hit my cut. 4 normal swings now, still fast, but in control, thinking about the fairway. Okay guys, working through our sets, swing is feeling good. When you take it down from the absolute max speed to a little bit more controlled, it's incredible how much feel you get and how much you can take that to the course. All right, so we're working through our sets. Let's get to that final peak set, see how fast we can go. Got taking it over the other side of the range. Okay, so last swing in the session. This is the on-course swing. 5 rounds of this is going to get you fired up, all right? It's warm, we're going to be moving, the body really is working hard, okay? So take your time, use that rest, make sure you stay hydrated, keep your fuel up, because if you're trying to push speed, you really are trying to change your body just like you are in the gym, all right? We need to be at that high level, we need to fuel the system, and we need to be on go, all right? So I'm going to hit the last one, we're going to try and hit the fairway. I think my max speed ones are just as accurate, maybe more accurate than my course swing, which is kind of a concern, all right? Something for me to work on, okay? But if you want a real speed session, this is how you get it done. You got the full sets and reps, you can follow along with me, and you can get faster, hit it longer. Dead center to finish it off, guys. Right, that was a good one. Hopefully I can take that to the course because we've got some more content coming up. The game's going to need to be in shape. All right, but again, make sure you hit these sets and reps, get to the range. You do this indoors or outdoors, and you will build speed. You will create a better swing. You're going to be able to deliver more speed when you take it to the course. All right, so if you like this video, make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, and tell your friends. To get your own personalized sessions and the best workouts in golf, head over now, get your 7-day free trial to the GOLFWOD app, and golf strong.